Imagine a quiet night in a small town, where a family is fast asleep, unaware that danger is lurking just outside their door. In the blink of an eye, disaster strikes. A fire erupts in the house. Panic sets in as smoke fills the rooms, and the family's lives are suddenly at risk. But then, a heroic figure emerges from the shadows, a dog who refuses to give up on his family. Buddy, the pit bull, is about to show the world the incredible power of loyalty and courage. This is not just another tale of a pet. It's a story of a dog who put everything on the line to save the lives of the people he loved. What happens next is nothing short of miraculous. Buddy, the pit bull, was far from the stereotypical image of a dangerous or aggressive dog often portrayed in the media. Like many pit bulls, Buddy was a misunderstood breed, known for his muscular frame and intense loyalty. However, what sets Buddy apart from the negative stereotypes surrounding his breed is his remarkable display of selflessness and courage in a life-threatening situation. His actions during the fire that ravaged his family's home not only proved his loyalty, but also demonstrated that heroes come in many forms, even in the guise of a dog. In society, pit bulls are often seen as intimidating and potentially dangerous dogs due to their powerful build and the negative media coverage surrounding the breed. People tend to associate them with aggression, often overlooking the countless examples of pit bulls that are gentle, affectionate, and highly protective of their families. Buddy's story challenges these misconceptions and shows a different side to the breed. He didn't act out of malice or aggression, but rather out of a deep, ingrained desire to protect the people he loved. This is the heart of what makes Buddy's role as a lifesaver so powerful. He didn't fit the narrative that people often expect from his breed. Instead, he embodied the qualities of loyalty, love, and courage, all of which are essential ingredients for a hero. On the night of the fire, Buddy's family was asleep, unaware of the imminent danger that would soon threaten their lives. Fires often strike unexpectedly, and this one was no different. The fire, which began quietly and with little warning, spread rapidly, filling the house with thick, suffocating smoke. The family was disoriented and panicked as they awoke to the sound of smoke alarms blaring and the realization that their home was burning down. In moments like this, it's easy to succumb to fear, freeze up, or lose a sense of direction. However, this is where Buddy's instinct as a protector truly kicked in. Most people might assume that in such situations, pets would simply react out of fear or instinct to flee. Yet Buddy didn't run away in panic. Instead, he rushed into action, fully understanding the danger and the need to act quickly. While many animals might instinctively try to escape, Buddy knew that his role was to protect those who had always cared for him. His devotion was evident as he immediately sprang into action to save his family. As the fire consumed the house, Buddy moved from room to room, ensuring that everyone in the family was awake and alert to the danger. The family had no idea that the fire was spreading rapidly and threatening their lives, but Buddy's sharp senses picked up on the smoke and heat long before they did. He began barking frantically, alerting everyone to the danger and herding them away from the areas most affected by the fire. The dog's behavior was nothing short of remarkable, as he led the family members toward the nearest exit, never leaving their side. His frantic barking and actions were the vital wake-up call that allowed the family to escape. Buddy's heroism didn't stop at just alerting the family, though. Once the fire had been noticed, Buddy also made sure that the most vulnerable members of the household, including children, were guided out of harm's way. Despite the heat, smoke, and chaos around him, Buddy remained focused on his mission, saving the lives of those he loved. In the chaos of the fire, Buddy's actions went unnoticed by the first responders at first, as they focused on the immediate needs of rescuing the family. However, when the firefighters finally had a moment to catch their breath, they realized just how much Buddy had done. His quick actions had kept the family safe and had been the critical factor in preventing a worse outcome. When they found Buddy exhausted but unharmed, it became clear that without him, the family might not have made it out alive. Buddy's story challenges preconceived notions about pit bulls. It shows that, just like any other dog breed, pit bulls have the capacity for incredible loyalty and bravery. They are not inherently aggressive or dangerous, as some would suggest, but can be loving and fiercely protective of their families. In a world where heroism is often attributed to humans alone, Buddy's actions serve as a reminder that heroism isn't limited to people. It can also come from the most unexpected places, like a loyal pit bull who simply wanted to protect his family. His story is an emotional and eye-opening testament to the incredible capacity for love and bravery that animals, particularly dogs, are capable of demonstrating. Buddy's actions during the fire were not just a display of courage, they were the embodiment of his deep, unwavering loyalty to his family. The bond between a dog and its owner is often thought to be one of the strongest and most enduring relationships in the animal kingdom, and Buddy's story is a perfect example of just how far that loyalty can go. His instinct to protect his family without hesitation or fear shows the incredible lengths to which a dog will go to ensure the safety and well-being of those they love. Loyalty is often defined as a steadfast allegiance or devotion to someone or something, and Buddy's actions that fateful night exemplify this concept in its purest form. Unlike other pets, who may flee or hide in the face of danger, Buddy immediately recognized the fire as a threat to the people who had cared for him, and his loyalty kicked into high gear. He was driven not by any personal need or survival instinct, but by his deep love and commitment to those who were part of his pack, his family. It's important to note that Buddy's loyalty wasn't something that simply materialized in an emergency. Dogs, especially those in loving homes, develop strong bonds with their families over time. This bond is built on mutual care, trust, and respect. Over the course of their lives together, Buddy had been provided with food, shelter, companionship, and love. In return, he formed a deep attachment to the people who took care of him. This reciprocal relationship, rooted in the care and kindness shown to Buddy, was the foundation of his protective instincts when the fire broke out. As a pit bull, Buddy's breed is often mischaracterized as aggressive or overly dominant, but the reality is that many pit bulls are intensely loyal and protective, especially to their family members. This breed, in particular, has a strong instinct to defend its pack, making them excellent guardians. Buddy's protective nature wasn't an act of aggression, but rather a testament to the deep bond he shared with his family. He wasn't trying to be violent or intimidating, he was simply following his heart. He knew his family needed him, and he couldn't stand by while they were in danger. When the fire began, Buddy didn't waste any time. He didn't hesitate or wonder what might happen to him. His only concern was getting the family to safety. This level of selflessness and devotion is rare, but it highlights the depth of a dog's loyalty. Buddy's protective actions were not simply born out of a desire to protect his own life. Rather, they came from a genuine, almost instinctual need to safeguard those he loved most. In the moments before the fire had been fully detected, Buddy's keen senses allowed him to recognize the danger before anyone else. The smoke, the heat, and the faint scent of the fire all signaled to Buddy that something was wrong. But instead of running away, as some animals might, Buddy went straight into action. He didn't seek safety for himself. He went to his family's bedroom, barking frantically to wake them up. This wasn't just a response to the fire, it was a demonstration of Buddy's ability to sense that his loved ones were in danger and his instinct to act on it. Buddy didn't just alert the family to the danger. His loyalty drove him to take a leading role in ensuring their safety. He herded them from room to room, guiding them away from the fire and making sure they moved toward the exits. He didn't stop until he knew they were out of harm's way. In a situation as chaotic as a house fire, it can be easy for people to panic or freeze. But Buddy's calm, guiding presence provided the clarity and direction his family needed to escape. His unwavering commitment to keeping them safe gave them the focus and determination to act quickly. Buddy didn't have to think twice about his actions. His loyalty was instinctual and powerful, and he used it to ensure that the family he loved was protected. Buddy's ability to remain calm under pressure is another testament to his loyalty and devotion. While humans often have the ability to reason through stressful situations, animals like Buddy rely on instincts that are deeply tied to their emotional connections. In this case, Buddy's devotion to his family allowed him to make quick decisions that ultimately saved their lives. His ability to focus on the task at hand without being overwhelmed by the chaos around him is what set him apart as a true protector. Another key aspect of Buddy's loyalty was his refusal to abandon his family, even when it seemed like the fire might overtake them. When the firefighters arrived on the scene, it was clear that Buddy had already done everything within his power to protect the family. His loyalty didn't stop at just waking them up or guiding them out of the house. He stayed with them throughout the entire ordeal, ensuring that no one was left behind. The firefighters later described how Buddy was nearly exhausted by the time they had evacuated the family, but he never faltered in his duty. He had risked his own safety for the sake of those he loved. This undying loyalty, rooted in the trust and bond Buddy had developed with his family, is a reminder of the incredible emotional depth dogs possess. It's not just that Buddy wanted to protect his family because they fed him and cared for him. It was because they had become a part of his pack. Dogs are pack animals by nature, and once they have formed a bond with their human family, they consider themselves protectors and caretakers of that pack. Buddy's actions were driven by a profound love for his family, and his decision to act was fueled by an unspoken promise to protect them at all costs. Buddy's story speaks volumes about the loyalty that dogs bring to our lives. Their unwavering devotion to us, their families, is unparalleled in the animal kingdom. In a world where loyalty can sometimes be hard to come by, Buddy's actions serve as a powerful reminder of how far loyalty can take us and the extraordinary things that can happen when that loyalty is put into action. His courage, driven entirely by love and devotion, makes him not only a hero but also a shining example of the depths of loyalty that dogs, particularly those like Buddy, offer so unconditionally. Buddy's heroism in saving his family underscores the deep, often unspoken role pets play in our lives. While pets are often considered companions, Buddy's actions highlight that they are much more than that. They are true family members. The bond between a dog and its owners transcends typical pet-owner dynamics. It's based on trust, love, and mutual care, creating a relationship where pets can sense the emotions and needs of their human family members. Buddy's selfless act of protecting his family during the fire emphasizes how integral pets are to our safety, well-being, and emotional support. They don't just offer affection and loyalty. They are protectors, helpers, and sometimes life-saving figures. Buddy's story reminds us that pets are invaluable, often taking on roles that go beyond the traditional expectations of a pet, proving that the love and loyalty they give us can be both profound and life-altering.